Hello students, today we are going to see our science second lesson number 7, energy flow in an ecosystem. Now let us see about biogeochemical cycle. The cyclic flow of nutrients within an ecosystem is called biogeochemical cycle. I repeat again. The cyclic flow of nutrients within an ecosystem is called biogeochemical cycles. The biogeochemical cycles provide different types of nutrients to all living organisms for their growth and development. What is the main function of this cycle? It provides different types of nutrients to all living organisms for their growth and development. Nutrients that are necessary for the growth and development of organisms, and they are continuously transferred from abiotic to biotic factors, and vice versa within an ecosystem. These nutrients are continuously transferred from abiotic to biotic factors and vice versa within an ecosystem. The biogeochemical cycle operates through the medium of the biosphere. In biosphere, which spheres are combined? That all three spheres are combined. Which are they? Hydrosphere, atmosphere and lithosphere make biosphere. So the biogeochemical cycle operates through the medium of the biosphere, which is formed by lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere. The recycling of chemical, geological and biological sources of nutrients is a complex process and is completely dependent upon the transfer of energy level in the ecosystem. Now there are two main types of biogeochemical cycles. Which are they? Gaseous cycle and sedimentary cycle. In gaseous cycle, the accumulation of the main abiotic gaseous nutrient materials is found in the Earth's atmosphere. The gaseous means what? The gaseous cycle is found in the Earth's atmosphere. And the sedimentary cycle is found in soil, sediment and sedimentary rocks of the earth. Sedimentary cycle is found in soil, sediment and sedimentary rocks of the earth. Gaseous cycle includes nitrogen, carbon, oxygen and water vapors. Gaseous cycle includes nitrogen, carbon, oxygen and water vapor cycles. And sedimentary cycle includes soil components like iron, calcium and phosphorus. The gaseous cycle is a speedier cycle than the sedimentary cycle. For example, if carbon dioxide has accumulated in an area, it is quickly dispersed with the wind or absorbed by the plants. Now see the importance of this cycle. Plants require water, carbon dioxide, phosphorus, potassium, nitrogen, etc. as a nutrients. while animals require carbohydrates, protein, fat, etc. as nutrients. Producers and consumers, after their death, undergo decomposition and release elements which mix with the soil. The cyclic movement of nutrients is possible through biogeochemical cycle, and the cyclic movement of element like carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus are continuously occur on the earth. Do you know the cycle of gases and sedimentary cycle cannot be completely separated from each other, means they are interconnected. For example, nitrogen is present in the form of gas in the atmosphere and in the form of compound like nitrogen oxide in the soil and sediments. Similarly, carbon occurs in abiotic form mainly in coal, granite, diamond, limestone, in earth crust, and in the form of carbon dioxide gas in the atmosphere. Generally, carbon is present in plants and animals for a much shorter duration than it is in coal. Now, we will discuss our remaining part of the lesson in our next video. Thank you.